Hey guys, John from the John Muir Show here, and while we're wrapping up our week of being outside and having fun, I just thought we'd go and take a look here. You see this right here? This right here is the tower that we broadcast off of. This is what the liberals hate, because this is where they get to hear my voice telling the truth every single day and debunking all their fake news lies. So just thought we'd do a little show and tell to start off the video. Hope you enjoyed it. But anyways, what we want to talk about is college football. Exciting time. If you're anywhere near as big of a college football fan as I am, you are pumped that the season is oh so close. Opening weekend less than a week, or less than a month away. See, I wish it was less than a week away. I'm just getting excited thinking about it already. But a lot of teams have been opening up their camps this week. One that's opening up this afternoon, The Ohio State University. Yeah, it's not the most joyous of openings of camp for the Buckeyes, because as you probably heard, their head coach, Urban Meyer, he's been placed on paid administrative leave. It happened just within the past couple of days after allegations surfaced that Coach Meyer knew about domestic abuse allegations that had been made against one of his former assistant coaches. That would be former wide receivers coach Zach Smith. That there were allegations that he was severely beating his wife back in 2015. And Meyer reportedly knew about it. Meyer and his wife, as well as all of the other coaches on the staff at the time and their wives, reportedly knew about it through text conversations at the time, but Coach Smith was allowed to stay on staff until he was just recently fired within the past couple of weeks. So now you have the university looking into it. ESPN was reporting about this. It was Brett McMurphy who had done the interview with Smith. He had had some text conversations that allegedly took place between Coach Smith's wife and some of the other coaches' wives, including head coach Urban Meyer's. They don't look good for the people involved. Some of the pictures he posted of the abuse, they were not pretty either. It seems that there were some pretty despicable things that were done if all those photos are as they are claimed to be. Now, for Urban Meyer, he could be facing some serious problems, because if Meyer does know about it, which he denies, he claims he didn't know anything about any of this until just recently, but if Meyer and his wife did know about this back in 2015, as it's claimed, well, then it would seem pretty damning, because Meyer would be in violation of Title IX, since Ohio State receives federal funding. It requires, Title IX does, employees to report any domestic violence by a fellow employee. Also, Meyer could be in violation of the Ohio State sexual misconduct policy, which requires the reporting of assault incidents by somebody who is an employee of the school overseeing other staffers, as would have been the case with Meyer and Smith here. Ryan Day has been named to be the interim coach in Urban Meyer's leave there at Ohio State. Of course, for Ohio State, nothing new with scandals. The previous head coach, before Urban Meyer got there in 2011, yeah, that would be Jim Tressel. He was forced to leave the school because he had lied to the NCAA about players' rules violations. It led to Ohio State even being banned from being in a bowl game back in 2012. Now, Ohio State, they don't seem too willing to talk about this. I get there's an ongoing investigation, but as a result, they're shutting off all transparency. They're canceling any interviews people can have with any players or coaches. They're closing their practices for the time being until further notice. You see, I understand, it's college football, college sports, many schools have issues of varying degrees, but it seems like Ohio State time and time again is amongst the worst, if not the worst, in the country. I mean, you've had this ongoing scandal resolving the Zach Smith thing involving Urban Meyer here, and all of this was unfolding over a course of years. Apparently, the stuff with Meyer dates back to the beginning of his tenure. You're still at that time dealing with the Jim Tressel scandal. It seems like this school cannot get away from controversy. You know what, I guess just further justification as why I absolutely cannot stand them. And I know many of you cannot either. So, nonetheless, we'll see how this unfolds. Hopefully the university realizes, though, despite the fact that Urban Meyer's been incredibly successful for him, 73-8 overall record, 47-3 in Big Ten play, won a national title in 2014. Hopefully they realize that there are some things that are more important, and no matter how successful you still have to abide by the rules. And I'm just so excited that the season's coming around. You know who doesn't have any problems, any allegations against him? Your school, Wisconsin. My school, Alabama. It's a great time. Congratulations to you and me on being smart and not being Ohio State fans. Hope you all have a terrific weekend. The John Muir Show back this Monday, 8:40 a.m. on WTAQ, 9 a.m. WSAU and WHBL. Till next time, bye-bye.